Front page of the Daily Mail this morning. That would have been a much better headline. Why are we like this? What year are we in? Why are we hurting people? Why? What? And they're all there with all their champagne and going, like, listen to this. Imagine just half the energy campaigning against trans rights and being put into fighting the underfunding of women's refuges, fighting for single mums, fighting for low-paid women, compared to fighting trans rights. Which I don't get it. The biggest net result of today's Supreme Court ruling is that trans people will be more scared and their lives will be more difficult. It's up to those who stand by trans people to make sure their lives are as easy, comfortable and safe as possible. Afsana Begum, including the trans community, is essential to ensuring that everyone in society is equal. Against the global backdrop of increasing attacks on trans people, rollbacks on their human rights, and today's court ruling, now more than ever before, we must provide them with dignity and safety. This is Hannah Jewell. Bears repeating today that women celebrating the UK's Supreme Court ruling do not speak for me. History shows that the rights of women and the rights of trans people will rise and fall together. My safety as a cis woman will never spring from the persecution of trans women. LGBT. At times like these of worry, it's worth looking at the positives that exist. No new laws have been introduced and no old laws have been. Trans women still have legal protection. It's like all the front pages. It just. Have you seen all the front page? No matter what the UK Supreme Court says, trans women will always be women, no questions asked, and fuck anyone else who says different. Trans women are women, says the Gay Times. There's maybe no photo better disguised to the ghastly than these people celebrating the right to deny shelter to homeless trans women in the name of female empowerment. What a sad morning. My feed is full of middle-aged, middle class, mostly white women and men with an iota of empathy or dignity, celebrated, singing, popping champagne, then lots of trans people feeling frightened, vilified and more vulnerable than they did before. Nadia Whittam, I shared a deep disappointment at today's Supreme Court ruling and the concerns about what this will mean for trans women going forward. Today and every day, I stand in unwavering solidarity with the trans community. We must never stop fighting for trans rights. Sarah Sultana, solidarity with trans women after today's Supreme Court ruling. The rollback of LGBT rights, especially trans rights, is global, bankrolled by billionaires in the far right. Trans rights are human rights. We must defend the Equality Act. And that's one of the front pages. It's just trans rights are human rights. Remember, that should be the front. That should be on the front page of the Daily Mail. Trans rights are human rights, and it's true. Do I want to go and show you all the newspaper headlines? And let's just leave it there. Actually, I love that trans rights are human rights.